All right. We'll call the August 5th, 2024 Management Services Committee meeting to order. Our motion on the agenda.
I'd like to make a motion to move the discussion of 911 lease renewal and put it after the open and take action on county farm bids, if that's possible.
Second.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Are there any public comments? Seeing none. Discussion and action on offensive administrative center. Okay. We will come back to that. Maintenance supervisor report. Chris, you're up. We got a big audience today.
I'll stand so I'm not hiding behind the podium. Okay, this month, inspection-wise, fire alarm systems were inspected in the jail, administrative center. USDA has its own separate panel that one was redone, as well as 911. The backflow preventers, one here, and there's 3 in the jail basement. Those were recertified. And when Pacific Piping came down to do that, we sort of planned this and timed it to where we did the block bearings that were being replaced on the cooling tower in the same day in the same trip. 2 of us did that together. It took about an hour. I've been shooting a PD blaster for a couple of weeks to loosen everything up, and we did one side, had to turn the unit back on, and they got up to temperature again. Cooled it back down, did the other side, everything went well, and it's nice and quiet now. It's amazing how something can be so loud, you don't realize it for a long time, so you hear how it's supposed to run. Otis Elevator came late Thursday afternoon. I had already left for the day, so they did their elevator inspection over there. I had some extensive tree work done this month, as you can see. If I want to take a guess how many trees are on the property, not counting pines. 8. Yes. 77.
Wow.
They were here 5 days, and 2 of the days, 2 people were here. 3 of the days, 3 of them were here. Winds up being about $130 a tree. Boil it down. Some of the larger oaks and whatnot, they were on for 2 hours, 3 hours. So yeah, that's something that probably won't be done again for 10 years. I was able to get over animal control this month and clean that up over there. The bushes had gotten a little out of hand. We mowed it twice this past month. There's been a couple comments sent to me about possibly getting some new gravel for that parking lot over there. It's mostly weeds and stands and has some rock put down. I'll look into that. Had some work done on the plow truck. Transmission service, oil change, tire rotated. I thought it needed brakes, but the brakes apparently are fine. They're still just below halfway. I was going to mention the fence proposal, but apparently that's not something we'll talk about right now. And that's about it. That's all I've done here. Unless you have any questions, yell at me.
Could we get a couple of scoops of gravel from the county?
It's a couple scoops,
Of gravel,
like shovels full, or
like loader full.
I don't have. I mean, if we ask the county to do it, I mean, I don't know how. I usually try to not ask them to assist in plowing and things like that, but yeah, I can ask them.
You have what would your other option be?
I don't know, if we pay. Gotta grade it out, have it sprayed first.
Oh, we discussed that after.
Okay.
So, you started on the landscaping project, and this is a down payment?
Yes.
How about approximately, how much more?
That's a half pay.
That's 50%.
Yeah.
Any other questions? Thanks, Chris.
Yep.
All right, we are on to county farm bids. So what we will do is open them all and let everybody know what the bids are. We'll figure out what the highest bid is. At that point, anybody that wants to raise their bid can do so. Just raise your hand, say what you want to bid. It'll just be open floor basically. If we get to a point where we think we need a break for whatever reason, we may take a 5-minute break. We have done that in the past. If it doesn't come to needing that, that's fine. If you don't hear what's going on, just ask. We want to make sure everybody can hear everything. Sometimes people say they can't hear, so just raise your hand and say you can't hear. I guess that's our basic, where we're gonna start, how we're gonna do it. I have no idea who's in any of these, so there is no particular order. Orchard Family Farm. $117.40 per acre. Fifth Gen Farms LLC. $3.25 per acre.
Can you talk louder, please?
$3.25 per acre, Fifth Gen Farms. Fifth Gen Farms. Were you able to hear the first one?
Yes.
Okay. Mason Schroeder. 285. Ryan Corbin. $200.
200 even?
Yeah. Purcell Farms. 345. Doug Schmidt. $200 per acre. Walker Place, 305. So our current high bid right now is Purcell Farms at $345 an acre. Is there anyone that wants to raise their bid, and if so, to what do they want to raise?
346.
What's,
Mason Driven.
346.
Chick Farms, 347. Chick Farms.
$350.
It would be nice if you went at least by $5.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think I did a little bit more.
Who is it, 350?
That was Mason Schroeder again.
Okay.
For sale, 355. Or 360. $365. For sale.
Okay. And she's not looking at who's. Is there somebody else? Like, yeah.
370. For sale, 375. 380.
Who's that?
$385.
$390, I'm assuming.
Yep.
Okay, I will ask 3 times if there's any more bids. If there are no more at the conclusion of that, then we will be done. If anyone at any time raises the bid, we'll continue on. So, are there any more bids? Are there any more bids? Are there any more bids? Okay. This time, it's $390 for Corbin Farms. Acceptance of the bid will be official at the full board meeting. Make sure all the paperwork's good, all that, then after the full board meeting, when you would sign the lease and everything else. Okay. All right, thank you all for coming. We are happy to have the turnout. Chair, yes, second.
Cal?
Yes.
Spence?
Yes.
Ron? Yes. Dumont?
Yes.
Aaron?
Yes.
Okay. Now we will go on to 911 lease. Okay. Did you want to say something before we raise your rent to $100?
Just remember, we're also contributing into the joint dispatch budget. There's gonna be some cause and effect if that happens, but I don't think we're gonna go that high. Really, there's not a lot to discuss about it. It's a 2-year lease that we have gotten into, so every other year. I think really what we need to know is what we're presently at and what Jill's suggestion is going to.
You're presently at $9.50 per square foot, and we were going to go to 11 to cover, that basically covers our costs.
That's good. Not a ridiculous jump, that's it. I think that's more than fair. And we've gotten some cost savings over the last year or so with the changes to the phone system, most especially after we got off all those copper lines, because that was killing all of us.
So, actually, now do you have to take this in front of your board to get it approved, or how does that work?
Ultimately, it is an approval, so I did not put it on this month's agenda. I'll put it on the following for signature, but $1.50 jump, I don't think they're gonna bat an eyelash.
Yeah.
One of my board members is sitting to your left.
Oh, okay.
He's been obliged.
Is your meeting next week? Just tomorrow?
So I don't have that on the agenda, so it wouldn't be an item that can be actionable. Just like the rest of the county, we're in the middle of budget discussions in the first place, so this will just help us pre-fill the number in there regardless.
Is this a good time of year to have it, or do we need to shorten the lease by a month or so, so it gets into your discussions earlier?
I think ideally, I would like to see this discussion probably, May, June, Jill?
It doesn't matter to me.
You're the one that has to.
Budgets
provide
are,
us with-
budgets aren't finalized until October, so it doesn't matter to me really.
I think it would be opportune also for the finance committee to have that number a little bit more, so you know where your dollars and cents are kind of gonna be at.
I mean, that should be an easy enough adjustment in the contract, since it wouldn't be a full 2-year contract. If it makes budgeting easier in the future, that's,
I think that's a good idea. Because then we'll have the information sooner for our budgeting process. Like, maybe run it up till April 2026. That'd be like what is that,
Well-
3 months off?
even if we were May, or June, that still gives a month before budget hearing.
But the way their meeting falls, it falls, everything I had 30 days.
Well, if it was May 31st, then they would have it by mid-June, mid-July for the budget hearing. If it was 25 days. Don't want to make it too early, because then we forget about it.
Oh, we're supposed to have a tickler system, we're not supposed to be forgetting any of these leases. Maybe that's something we need to review next month, it's just, maybe Amanda could just give us a 2-minute report on what's coming due and when. Or Jill, whichever person. Sure.
The other two rents that we have in the building are up next year.
It's on the bottom of the page. Dates are, they're,
I try to make.
Oh, I see, I didn't see that, we were
No worries.
25, volunteer.
well, I guess we need a motion to,
Make the motion to raise the rent from 950 to 11 of the EST.
approve
Well, we were gonna, to get it earlier, we're not gonna have a 24-month lease. So 22 months is what? The end of, let's say it was due in July. June.
May 31st, through May 31st of 2020.
Sounds good.
For a second?
Second.
Bowers,
Yes.
Benz,
Yes.
Bravo.
Yes.
Dumont,
Yes.
Jans,
Yes. Yeah. All right. Now we will open journal test bids. You are right, looking up. United Soil. Okay, they have three different that they have highlighted. They have S1, S2, and S3. S1 is fertility and macronutrients. S2 is fertility, macro and micronutrients. Yes. Fertility, macro, and micronutrients are LOION. Also measures organic matter.
Is that S3?
It's actually S8 on here.
That's a, what all you just read.
Yeah. So S1, which is just fertility and macronutrients, which is what we normally do, is 614. Yeah, well, yes, and it's 3.3 acre plot, which is what the ones that called me, that is what I told them wanted. That seemed to be, from talking to them, that was the most used sample size. Macro and micronutrients is 641, and macro, micro and organic is 698.
They. Well, oh, yeah,
We got another one.
the two.
Who was the first one?
United Soil.
And then what was the total?
Depends on which one we go with.
Oh.
DCS,
E, did you say E?
B is in boy, C is in cat, S is in Sam. $8.25 per acre. Soil testing by management zone. that would be our two bids. Was there any questions?
That's what I was thinking of that.
Well, 825 for eight of each.
Well, management,
I don't know.
I think maybe it might be by certified.
Oh, this might be individual sample versus sample packages, so this would be, as they highlighted these, that would be. Yeah,
Really
That's
is
compared to the three different tests together mixed in.
pretty much what we paid last year. Or
Jill had to,
Jill,
Jill
what-
3 something.
3,124.
Per acre.
That was our total invoice, was 3,000.
Yes, but we're looking at per acre.
I don't have the invoice in front of me. Sorry.
And it said on one of them, 390.
What was it, 3?
397.47, she said. This farm background,
Yeah.
what do we think is there a need for us to do the micronutrient? You got the math figured out, Phil?
Oh, yeah, I did. I looked up. Yeah. 786.
For what? 786 for what?
Per acre.
What we paid for it last year.
This is $6.14 for 3.3 acres.
Taking the same lot.
Hello? Yeah. I'll tell you later, but the bid was $390. I don't know. I'll call you back when I figure it out. What? She wasn't here.
They probably started.
Any questions?
United Solar Project class.
I'll make the motion to approve from United Soil at a rate of $6.14 for a 3.3 acre plot.
What is it?
Plot sample. So
They're gonna,
they'll take a sample, a composite sample for every 3.3 acres or whatever.
That's all I'm saying.
the size of the sample there.
Either you take like 3 samples and then you mix them all up.
I'll
Mitchell's
second,
lot.
I'll second the United Solar bid and it's the
You just do yes one.
Yes.
Okay, we have a motion to second. Is there any other questions? Comments?
Bowers,
Yes.
Benz,
Yes.
Crowe,
yes.
Zumwalt,
Yes.
Bands,
Yes. All right. Animal Control Board. Have any updates on any of that? Any updates on the Moore building?
Broke ground. But now it's just sitting there, so I don't know.
Okay. Have anything on it? You already gave a little bit on it. What was it you were gonna? Oh,
About the fence?
yeah.
Yes, so
Yeah, we'll move back up to discussion and action on fence on administrative center. So,
I had sent an email to myself and I believe a couple of these. There's a gentleman who is wanting to trade, wants to remove the fence to use for what, I don't know, but it's for personal use. And in return, bring in black dirt that mulches, bring it out so we can plant grass there. I haven't spoken to him, like I said, I just received an email. And that's all I know at this point. I don't know if that's something. It's been mentioned to me by other people in the past, they're willing to remove it, but they want money. This would kind of be a order, more or less. Something all around.
so the mulch that's there, do you have a use for it any place around? I mean, or is it degraded enough that it's not really
It's pretty
mulch anymore?
degraded, it's growing a lot of mushrooms at this point and stuff, and so,
Is there a need to remove it?
I don't know.
Sometimes this stuff can draw termites. I would like to get.
I don't know how deep it is, how thick that is. Like I said, I haven't reached back out to the gentleman, I just read the email and see. That's all.
Would it need to be replaced or something?
The
The fence is going.
fence is going away.
It's over here.
Around the daycare.
Yeah, around the old playground fence over there, I'm sorry.
Okay, I'm on the.
No, I'm sorry.
Animal
Yeah.
control.
No, I apologize, I didn't clarify that at all.
it's a kid control.
It's the one out here that the playground used to be in there, and there's just no use for it, and people see that, they're expressing interest in, hey, I can use that fence, but, yeah, this gentleman is apparently offering to remove that, take the fence away, and get rid of it, and bring in black dirt where all that mulch is, and you can plant grass.
You
That's the
have,
only reason why I came down, because it's,
you,
I don't need the fence for anything. The only thing that I need to make sure is that that asphalt is still there, which Chris and I have talked about it and everything would be good. But he said, not knowing how deep that mulch is, I can attest that when you're walking on it, I don't know how little kids didn't get stuck in it. Like,
Yeah.
it's like quicksand out there.
It's pretty mushy, but
Yeah.
back the truck crossed it the other day, I was in there doing something, and, yeah, it's felt like I was in quicksand.
Probably want to dig down organic and get rid of all that.
Probably,
Why would someone want to do that?
because they want to use the fence for personal use.
Probably has access to dirt. Equipment.
Is this person a landscaper person, or, I mean, I'm getting at the insurance, I just don't even have, would get sued or something happen.
Help me out here.
He has a lot of rentals in town and then a couple of other like small businesses in town.
So he would have his own insurance. I think like with every rental, we would require to get insurance.
Yes. I think it's a win-win.
Who is it?
Tanner Cagle.
Tanner does a great job from everything I've seen him do. He's clean in and out and does a good job. Don't know him personally, but
Cool, but, yeah, oh,
I know.
and like I said, I haven't reached out, I haven't spoken to him at all, this is all just in the works, this is the start.
He's so easy to get.
Well, I don't have any objection as long as he shows us that he's got insurance.
Liability.
I'm sure he does. He has businesses.
Sounds like a motion.
I guess.
I can't see you.
I'm
Well, you know, we
I'm
also have to
assuming that
consider,
fence means post too.
Yes, I'm assuming as well, but I need to find out exactly what he's got.
you know, we probably, I don't know. How about workers' comp? What if he gets,
He does not work for the county, so
I-
he's not,
I
not covered
understand
by
that,
workers' comp.
I understand that,
It's
but
strictly a liability insurance.
his own
Oh,
workers'
his
comp,
own, okay.
because
If he's self-employed, there is no workers' comp for self-employed. It is, it would have to be personal disability.
you were the next on the
All right,
list.
thank you.
If it's something you would like me to reach out and see if I can speak with him and find out exactly what his intentions are, and then bring it back up with a full board to make a decision, then I don't know, it's, if that'd be a good idea.
I would imagine it's probably contract.
You don't want to go, you have to go for it. Just if we think he's okay, just let him do it and trade it. Guess it's up to us.
Get it clear.
I think you would want to be sure that he's gonna remove all that mulch that's
Yes.
spongy. You want to put down the good soil or organic material.
Yeah, I think go just dumping flat dirt on top of that is just.
That would be good, yeah. That would be my only concern.
Is the fence abandoned?
I don't know,
Must be steel.
don't know, I just saw fencing in the town, checking out the fence. Sometimes these posts, being such a short fence, sometimes those posts have that like X on the bottom, they just get pounded in.
Okay.
To a couple feet, I don't know, yes. Well, I'm sure they're all in like, you know, concrete the size of this post board.
We have a motion.
I was pretty close, I think.
Yeah, make that a motion. Get her done. I move we get her done.
And then we'll take it to the full board.
I mean, the full board has to approve the minutes of this meeting, but,
Yeah, so we don't.
so,
It will.
since there's no money, I assume we can just say all in favor. Right.
I
All opposed? Okay. Get her done, Chris. There you go. Anybody got anything on the county farm?
Now that the tile work is done, you know, I think we need to think about getting that waterway seeded. And, the one that comes off of Route One,
Okay.
you know, that short distance there. The, and that wouldn't be till after the crop is out.
Right.
So, you know, maybe we need to, put out the bid,
Well, we put it out for bid, or do we ask the tenant if they can do it?
yes. I think that would be the best. Then they're more likely to take care of it.
Is there? I don't have a lease in front of me, but it seems like there is something in the lease about maintaining tiles and waterways.
Yes, it is.
But the cost of the seed would be something that we would probably
Yeah. Well, that's something we'll have to revisit.
Which can be done sooner rather than later, because this is August, next time we meet September, we're gonna be in harvest, and
Yeah,
if you wanna do a fall seeding, it's time to
yeah,
make a plan.
yeah, yeah.
any ideas what it would cost to the seed?
I wouldn't think it would be more than $500-800. Of course, labor is always as much as the material is most of the time. And then, once it's in, I think we can maybe, we can have some enforce, that they don't spray it, fill up, if they leave.
I would add, just a little bit off the subject, since we have a new renter, we need to make them aware of that new tile and
Yeah.
what we've done to improvements on the ground recently, so they're aware.
Yeah.
And I think that can be done with a simple little letter, because I think we wanna document it in the farm file. It could be handed to them when they sign the lease on Tuesday.
Is Corbin Farms Iroquois County?
I guarantee it'll be the last one to laugh. Brook, Indiana.
Got what, so.
All right, so. Where were we at? Oh,
We were talking about reseeding the waterway. How much it was going to cost.
And a letter presented to the new tenant.
well, they've got to come in after the full board meeting, fill out papers, so if there's anything we want them to know, we just give it to them at that.
That's what I just said. But I think it should be in
Well,
written form.
Okay, would you say a letter? I think of mailing it.
No, I said you probably did, like when they come in to sign the lease, you can just hand them that, but, the waterway needs, seeded, and this is what we'll do. What did you say? If you do they do the labor, you do the bud seed,
Yeah.
and that new tiling from here to there, and it's 18 inches, and it's slotted, and,
We don't want agreement.
and, yeah,
There's some
Probably need to let them know about this.
What do you?
You're the guy that started that.
Well, that was on.
the wetland.
Yeah,
It's a wetland. It's like township.
I got started with this.
It's the third, second paragraph. Part of it that is wetlands and we can't produce water.
where is it located?
Looks
So you looked at a map.
looks like it's east of the
Yeah, but that's not supposed to give you money.
The tenant signs up. Say,
Tenant doesn't know about this,
Um,
that's not good.
Basically, all it's saying is that over there as well.
But she's married in the truck.
Is it currently being farmed?
Yeah.
And this says now it can be?
Who made that
It says
determination?
it can be farmed, but it says it's not eligible for crop insurance.
All right. So yeah, they need to know that, and it might be nice to include the production, reports that we have, since I don't think they can go get that.
Those were given to a lot.
They were put in the bid package.
They were requested by some, they were sent to the ones that requested. I don't know if everyone got it because someone got the stuff online.
Okay, well, it wouldn't hurt, I mean, it's 6 pages to. What I'm promoting is sharing information for good.
Right.
We should have had this
Well, it's,
included.
the way I read it, it's just a small area.
I don't know.
There's a map in there about 3 or 4 pages down that says otherwise.
That
Like,
says,
like you did initially, checked in zoning and they said it was just the area out there that's wooded and so forth. Well, what that one map shows. 3 or 4 pages down from the beginning. There you go. That's not it. Should be another map in there. It's this right here. It's a better map. I saw it a minute ago. It's good. Anyway, 65 acres is everything here in the green. This is the small area. This is not part of what they're saying is what. Wooded area, that's 50. Everything right over here to Porter Avenue, you know this area over here is low. I never knew there was anything wrong with any of this over here.
so they're saying you can't get private insurance on this too.
I-
Like
And I
this,
don't know
Now, this.
how valid that
Down here
is.
about not being eligible for, that's all I know.
Well, I'm not sure how valid that is, because there was a recent court ruling that said that the federal government couldn't do that on a lot of the stuff that they were doing at all. So, and that ruling's been since that was done.
well, that takes some digesting.
Now, copies of all this were sent to you as well.
Like I said, there's been a court ruling since that puts that totally into question as to whether that's valid or not.
So we need to invite transparency.
Anything else? Did we ever get a motion on the? See.
you want to put it out from here.
I thought you were gonna talk to the tenant when you were gonna buy the seat.
Tenant is, if I remember the contract correctly, tenant is responsible for maintaining this. So that would be the labor and by the seed.
The flip side of the argument, I think, to that would be I'll maintain it, but I'm not putting it in because it's brand new.
Not fixing what you just pointed out. Yeah.
But it's worth the conversation.
Yeah, I think we need to.
He said no, so we put up with it.
Any other county farm management issues?
Oh, in budget, why don't you share what, in budget, it was sort of talked about a transfer from the farm, but I think it was tentatively decided unless things shift and change that that would be left alone, there wouldn't be a transfer from the farm, at least, right, at this point? That's
They told me to leave it in there until we have more discussion on it at our next meeting.
that's a shifting picture.
I didn't change anything.
So it's still, there is still a transfer.
No,
The transfer's still in there. They wanna have further discussion at the next meeting.
But there may not be a need for it.
Right.
So at this time, it's still there, but it may come up.
it's my recommendation, we leave the farm money in the farm.
Okay. Any other kind of county farm management issues? Be good. Any questions on the claims?
I think those made one.
Yeah, so
Bowers,
Yes.
Benz.
Yes.
Crowe,
Yes.
Zumwalt,
Yes.
Aaron's.
Yes. Great old business. New business. Motion. All in favor? All opposed? We are adjourned.
thank you.